Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to MacDee. Today I'm joined by Darren, who is a CB in the Navy, so it's our first Navy personnel here on the channel, so super exciting. So we're going to jump right into it, so thank you for coming today. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So let's jump up into our warm-up questions. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Yeah, I thought about that when you sent me this. It's definitely Dairy Queen.
Okay.
I love the Belt Buster.
Oh, okay. So is that a burger?
It's their double burger. So they have the Hunger Buster and then the Belt Buster, and then I think there's one more, but the Belt Buster is like a double meat burger with all the trimmings, and it's kind of made in that Whataburger theme, kind of like a Texas kind of a taste. Okay. It's got mustard on the burger, onions, pickles, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. But I love the taste. It's got a southern taste to it. Yeah. So I love that. I love that restaurant.
That's awesome. What's your favorite holiday?
My birthday.
Okay.
Which is actually Halloween, which is a holiday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the favorite place that you've traveled to in the U.S.?
Place I've traveled to in the U.S., my favorite? Florida.
Okay.
Specifically Key West.
Okay. And when was that? What did you do? What was your favorite part?
Oh man, we had like a day. We have some property out there in West Palm Beach, so
awesome. We
actually spend a couple of days in West Palm Beach, and then you take the drive down. So it's like about a 4 or 5 hour drive to the very tip. We get down there, and the Keys are known for the conch festival, which is a conch is like a sea creature, and it's actually like very much like a snail, I guess. But the meat, the way that they prepare it, it is awesome. So we love to go down to Key West and eat up some of their local flavor. They've got great nightlife down there, and then in the daytime they've got a number of day activities, the jet skis and banana boat and stuff like that. So we just love the whole atmosphere down there is really cool because it's like a small town, but it's on an island. Yeah. So I'd say definitely.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so why did you join the military? Why did you choose that path?
It was primarily for school. I graduated school and I was in music. I was a saxophonist, and I was actually very good, but at the time it was like, okay, so fine, the next step would have been I could try to be a professional musician, but I wasn't quite sure.
Was it your cup of tea?
Well, I didn't know if I was going to be good enough to, because I wanted to be like a professional recording artist, and I didn't know how good I was going to be, so I went ahead, let me go ahead and just put that dream to the side right now, and then take care of my college. And I've always kind of been partial to the Navy because of all of the different things that the Navy was doing, so that's what I joined.
Yeah, super cool. So whenever you left, what was the hardest thing about leaving when you left for your first initial training?
When I left for my first initial, left home?
Yeah.
Home.
Just home.
I can remember being in, having the same dream in boot camp like 3 nights in a row where the bus actually took me back home and dropped me off. Oh. So, yeah, it was definitely leaving kind of a mama's boy. Yeah. And so leaving her was the hardest thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a funniest memory from training?
Yeah, I do. So there was this guy, and it was 2 guys that were getting into it, and we had all just came out. Everybody was showering, so these guys had gotten dressed. And one of the guys was a lot bigger than the other guy. So the smaller guy had kind of like a protector within our company. Like they were real close, but he was showering, so he came out naked, breaking up the fight, and and he was wet, so it was hilarious.
Like slipping on himself.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, hey," we're like, and he splashed the water all over us, and we're all like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?" So that was hilarious. So, and our company commander, after he broke it up, and he was really ticked off, obviously, because he doesn't, we don't want to promote that. Military is about working as a team in all aspects of it. So after he broke it up, he did laugh too. It was hilarious.
Yeah. What was the hardest thing that you faced at basic? Mental or physical?
I would say it was mental. Some of the testing in my first few weeks, I didn't understand some of the terminology. I guess with the military, they have a very direct way of asking you things, but then they like to come back and re-ask that same question from multiple angles.
Oh, okay.
And that would trip me up in the initial part of it. So that was a challenge my first couple of tests, but about the first month or so, halfway through boot, I figured it out.
Okay, yeah. So I know that some branches have an opportunity where you can graduate up. So what did you graduate as whenever you got out of boot camp?
I was just a seaman. Just a seaman apprentice. Okay. I had done really good within the rankings within boot camp. I can remember I was an assistant recruit chief petty officer. Okay. And for a while, before that I was a squad leader. So, but as far as my actual rank, that didn't change.
Okay. So what did you do after your basic training? What was next for you?
I went to Seaman Apprenticeship School because
Okay.
at first I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. Originally, I was going to be a operations specialist, and that's a person that works on navigational equipment,
Okay.
usually like on a fast frigate or maybe on an aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that first, and then I was supposed to do that and come back to NAS Dallas, which I did. And when I came back, though, I changed my MOS right then.
Oh, okay.
I changed my MOS to CBs then, so then I went back. I was going to go to CB school, but as a reservist, I didn't have to go like immediately right then, so I went the following year.
Oh, okay,
And I was
so-
a builder. It was in up in Main Side in Chicago.
Okay, cool. Whenever you got through all your training and stuff, what was your first assignment they had to go to?
Like I said, I was a reservist, so my you know what? I did an ACDUTRA, which is active duty training. I did that in Gulfport. That was one of the first things that I remember doing.
Yeah.
And it was great. Basically, the CBs, we usually and often travel and support the Marine Corps, so we have to be knowledgeable in some of the same things in regards to engagement, combat situations and things like that, but a lot of things that we do is more or less really behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
A lot of the, for example, for me, I drove at deuce and a half. And that was, I said, because I was a reservist, I didn't have, there wasn't a lot towards where I had a lot of consistent driving towards an educational perspective, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
Very good.
doing two things here at once. But I would say, God, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Rephrase that for me. Give it to me again.
Yeah, where was your first assignment and what did you do?
Okay. That was, like I said, in Gulfport. And we were doing war games. Now I remember it was war games. I'm sorry, man. A little coffee today. We did war games. We'd go out on maneuvers and stuff, and just a lot of practicing, a lot of combat situations. So that was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Did you ever go to any additional schooling?
No additional school.
Okay. So let's talk about military life a little bit.
Okay.
Where was one of the favorite places that you got to travel to?
Louisiana. 'Cause
Okay.
I've never been overseas or anything. So
Okay.
I had not been to New Orleans, and Gulfport was an hour, maybe 2 hours away. So we used to go there on the weekend. So found out about the French Quarter and all of that.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
Yeah. So talking about that, did you get a chance to interact with the culture and the natives there?
Oh yeah, and they were a ton of fun too. Very interesting people in New Orleans. I love them to death.
Awesome. So this next question is one of my favorite questions. Was there an act of courage that you saw in someone else or heard about that you'd be willing to share? It could be even something like you heard about it in training.
My company commander in boot camp saved a guy from drowning.
Oh wow.
And the guy went under. My company commander went in fully dressed in the pool and got him out, performed CPR, and it was really something to watch and see. So it was. Everybody's like, it was very high adrenaline at the time, and the guy wasn't responsive at first, but my company commander was really good with the CPR and saved his life.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. So whenever you got out, how was adjusting to civilian life?
It was not that hard because as a reservist, I didn't have a lot of exposure. There were some adjustments that I had to make just in regards to pay and money and just day to day. The military takes very good care of you. So having to come out and having to start doing things to where I'd have to take care of myself, that was the one adjustment that I had to make, but it wasn't that hard.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So if you could go back and do it all again and have the same things happen, would you do it again?
I would have probably went back. I'd go active duty.
Okay. So you
If I
wouldn't do
could.
the reservist.
I wouldn't, and I would probably, because I would have gone UDT SEAL, which is Special Forces in the Navy.
Okay.
I would have done that. That would have been the difference.
Okay. Cool. What 3 words would you use to describe military life?
Adaptation, improvisation, and victory.
Yep. Cool. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your
Thank you.
service. God bless
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you.